Hello, everyone. I am back after 2 weeks. Who actually cares, though? It is me, Blazing Conqueror from Gamersfate, with a special guest.
It's your boy, Depressed DVD Player here.
Oof. Buddy, what happened?
Rains and
He's too sad to speak, so I'll speak on his behalf. We finally been announced Dragulities and DDD links in last night's reveals of the 6 links from Link Range Pack 2. These were
Yup,
pretty disappointing.
very.
I guess we'll start off with mine, since I'm more disappointed. Since mine's the most disappointing.
Sure, go ahead.
Dragulity Knight Rhombulus. Link 2 Wind Dragon Link Monster. Attack 1200 attack. Arrows.
Why
Bottom.
wasn't it more? Why wasn't it at least 24?
I don't know, buddy. It's a Link 2. What did we expect? Arrows point bottom right and bottom left. Link materials: 2 dragons and or winged beast monsters except tokens. I still don't understand where the tokens are supposed to come from, but okay. You can use each of the following effects once per turn, 1 and 2. If this card is a Link summon, you can add 1 Dragulity spell or trap or Dragon Ravine from your deck to your hand. Second effect: if a dragon monster special summon from your extra deck to a zone this card points to, you can special summon 1 dragon or winged beast monster from your hand in defense mode, and if you do, for the rest of the turn, it has its effects negated, and it cannot be used as Link material.
Okay, so the first effect ain't that bad. It's just that you don't really have any cards to search other than your field spell, because you don't really have any Dragunity spells to search.
Like, the only good one to search would be Divine Lands and Ravine. That's it. Like, Dragulity Drive isn't
Divine
worth.
Lance even a Dragunity card?
It is a Dragulity card. It's our equip spell. You're only allowed to
Yeah,
even
but does
equip
it say
it.
Dragunity?
Huh?
Does it say Dragunity though?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It wouldn't make sense if they did, because then that means the only other thing this could search would be Dragulity Drive. And Dragulity Drive isn't worth running.
Yeah.
Like, the first effect is what makes it okay, but then the second effect just doesn't really help Dragulities.
Mm.
I special summon a dragon or winged beast from hand in defense mode. Why was it from hand? For what? Dragulities aren't bestly known to gain
Also, why
resources.
is it negated?
I don't understand that either. It's like, okay,
If
so
you're gonna at least let me summon from hand, at least let me get the effect.
like, if I'd use the effect, if I do my normal plays, and I'm gonna pretend I'm doing my Saryuya play, I get back Red Eyes to my hand, and then I go into this instead of going into Saryuya, and then I synchro summon into something else with my with the monsters I have left. Then I should be allowed to summon Red Eyes from my hand without its effects being negated.
Literally, Saryuya is just better at that point. At least you could summon anything.
And at that point, I'm pretty much sure I would have Dragon Ravine already. Like,
yeah, so it's like,
this link isn't helpful for Dragulities. It's helpful
unless everything here is getting more support, but more than likely it's not.
Probably not. It seems to be more helpful for for decks or dragon decks in particular who can use Ravine. That's basically it.
That's it.
Blue Eyes can use this if they wanted to.
Well, they don't really want to.
They probably won't. Rockets will use this, but it's dumb because it limits them from using the monster summoned as Link material. What was that for?
I don't understand the point.
It's not like Dragulities have a second Link that we can summon.
Mm.
That's sad. That makes me physically sad.
Mm.
Like, the arrows points are fine, the first effect is fine, and the summoning condition is fine as well. But I have a problem with the second effect because all Dragulities really did need was either an extra normal summon.
It should have just summoned a dragon or winged beast from deck. if you're gonna at least have its effects be negated, at least have it be from deck at that point.
I would have also preferred if it had like a third effect where it can also special summon tuners back. Because even if you do special summon like a monster back, what in particular are you summoning from deck? Okay, Red Eyes, but its effects are negated. You're gonna summon Levitan or Mistleton, but their effects are negated, so you can't equip. And Mistleton only works from hand. What other
Ugh,
dragons would Draguli's run?
nothing really.
Nothing else really. Uh, and it doesn't even summon from grave either. It has to be specifically from hand. That's the other thing.
If it was
Dragulis
from
don't
Grave,
have
it'd be
enough hand
something.
advantage.
Exactly.
And Dragon Ravine only limits us to 4 or less. So what are we really searching? Do they really want us to use Dragulity Drive that badly?
They gave you this because they limited fucking terraforming.
I know it's
Crazy.
at 2, but even with that, I can still do my plays.
No, it's fucking ridiculous.
Like, it's like you said, unless Dragulities get more support that actually make me see the use of this card, then I don't see the value in this. But right now, we'll give it the benefit of the doubt because these are just the first reveals of Link Frames Pack 2.
Mm.
Alright, you want to move on to yours?
Yeah, and I got the effects right here.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, everyone. DDD Abyss King Gilgamesh. I love it. I love its name. Whatever. Link 2 Dark Fiend. Attack 1800. That's not that bad. I wish it was 2000 though. Alright. It's Link arrows are bottom left, bottom right. Requires 2 DD materials. And if this card is special summon, activate this effect. Cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except DD monsters. And also choose 2 DD pendulum monsters with different names from your deck. And if you do, place them in your pendulum zones. And if you do, take 1,000 damage. This Link summon card is in its owner's monster zone. It's destroyed by the opponent's card effect or attack. You can special summon 1 DD monster from your extra deck or graveyard. You want me to go first with this or what?
Do you want me to get my thoughts out of the way first? Because I think that'd
Sure.
probably be better.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
I really do wish yours was better. I honestly thought, like, even if mine's is bad, I wish yours was good. But that still wasn't the case because it looks like Konami never seems to know what they're doing, even though so far they've had a great track history of giving good support.
It's fucking ridiculous.
The only other thing I like about it, even though people find it as a negative, is the second effect. Because
I
I
don't find
personally
it as a
see.
negative. I just find it like, when is this ever happening?
But realize that, Deangelo, people are going to have to get rid of this.
I know.
I understand like what the problem is because your opponent has to get rid of it, but you have honestly more options than I would with Ascalon. All I'm limited to is synchro monsters with 3,000 attack or less, and you're able to summon every other extra deck monster except for XYZs, because it's like, why would you want to summon an XYZ?
Mm.
But that's all I have to say. Go ahead.
All right. So, why am I so freaking depressed about DDD King Gilgamesh? It's because it doesn't help DDDs at all, and everyone keeps saying, "Yeah, it's a +1. Yeah, it's not that bad. You can put it in your pendulum launchers." Okay, listen here, buddy. Since day one, DDDs have been a combo-centric deck that requires every single summoning condition in the game. Their thing is to special summon DD cards back from the graveyard in order to make big ass monsters, such as Crystal Wing, Titanic Galaxy, and what have you. This card does not do anything and actually kind of hurts the alternative DDD cards. Like, usually, like, other people have been telling me to go with the Pendulum version, and it's fine. It's just not as good as any other, like, Pendulum deck like Magicians. And even with here, it literally says right here, you cannot special summon anything but DD monsters. Why would you make a card so xenophobic from everything else, whose main reason, whose main thing in the archetype was to bring out very big and good boss monsters. There are only a total of three goddamn DD monsters that I actually want on the field and to maybe stay in the field. And that is Siegfried, High King Caesar, and White Armageddon. White Armageddon and freaking the rank 6 are too hard to summon, and Siegfried by itself is okay, but having one Siegfried on the field is doing nothing compared to things like Dragunities and Palladians combos. Also, the two different pendulum monsters. What does that matter? Why instead of just putting two pendulum monsters in the same why instead of just putting two pendulum monsters in the pendulum zone, why not just summon two DDs from the graveyard? It would have been fine. Special summon two DD monsters from your graveyard, and then you take 1,000 damage. That would have been fine. People can actually do 2 to 3 card combos with it, and it would actually be a better card with it. I would be fine with that. And then the second effect could have actually been a decent thing because even though they have to get rid of Crystalling and like Siegfried, at least you get something for your efforts. But no, it's just there's like no type of combo potential. Most of the pendulum cards don't have effects like drawing a card or like special summoning themselves. And also, like I said, the restriction is just too much. DVDs were supposed to be a deck where you're supposed to where like Dragunities and stuff, you just summon a lot of other bosses. I mean, sure they're not yours technically, but you can still summon them. So to me, I'm just very sad that out of all the options that could have been given to DDD players everywhere, they were given this stupid card that Konami just like shat out of their ass just for no reason. This card is bad. This card is bad. I wish it was better. The fucking effect, the first effect is just fucking terrible because like it doesn't help the deck in any way, shape, or form. It's just, and I don't know why people keep giving credit to this card. And everyone is like, oh, it's fine. It looks like you can do combos. Well, you can't. It's basically what's done is done. DDD Gilgamesh to me is a very bad card. I would rather not have gotten the DD Link at this point. And yeah, it's bad to me. That's my thing on it. You can go ahead, Anderson. You got it.
Well, overall, I am a bit disappointed. It's like Konami was on a good roll with support lately. Like looking at Legendary Duelist 4, it's like, oh, the support is really good. Akiza got great support. Trains got good support. Trains came from out of nowhere. And all the four
Trains.
cards
I'm
were
actually kind of
good.
interested in trains now.
I love the
That's
rank
crazy.
11. The rank 11 is great. And
Rank 11's
and the
dope.
Cyber Angel support, in my opinion, is pretty good.
It's pretty good. I won't lie about that.
Like, and there's still one more other thing that they need support because it's a 5 character set. But
Yeah.
looking at these two links, it's like it reminds me of Cybernetic Horizon for me because it's like Ascalon was just made to be made. It wasn't made to help Dragulities. Senators doesn't help Dragulities as much. The new tuner is just to help summon Ascalon, and the other two cards are garbage. Like for you, I kind of still have hope for because you can get support at some point. But for me, it's like okay, this is what Konami thinks of Dragulities the end. But
It's just it's just a sad day to be us, I guess.
yeah. But overall, thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment in the video saying,
Wait. Before we get it out, before we actually end it, I just want to say that I hope both of us, at least in the future, get more support or better support in the future if we ever get it. because this is kind of bad.
I hope so too. But leave a comment on your thoughts below and see you guys around, Zoo.